Hello, this is Josh Johnson at KNLS News, bringing you up-to-date and up-to-speed on all that's new. First up, your trip to court. That's right, we're going to be talking about an eviction trial. If you've been served an eviction lawsuit, you will be going to court. You will go in front of the judge. The judge will make the decision in your case, or you may settle with your landlord and his attorney. In this video, we will talk about what it's like to go to court and give you tips on what to do. Going to court can be nerve-wracking. You may be nervous when you go in front of the judge. That's okay. Everyone is. We'll walk you through it one step at a time. We know you can do it. Let's begin. What to wear. So what are people wearing to court these days? Not this. Not this. Not this. Not this. What? No tank tops, no shorts, no t-shirts with writing on them, and no belly buttons. Dress conservatively. This works. And so does this. Just try to hide any tattoos.
Judges don't like that.
When to get to court. You need to be to court at 8:30 a.m. Not 9 o'clock, not 8:45, not 8:40. If you're late, you lose. If you get lost on the way to court, you lose. What to bring? Well, not your kids. But if you have to bring them, make sure to bring books and toys to keep them busy. What to bring for trial? Get organized before you come to court. You need to bring your answer, and you need to bring your proof. That doesn't mean you bring the rat that died in your kitchen.
Judges don't like that.
If you need to show there are bad conditions in your home, you have to bring photographs of the bad conditions. Take the photos now, do not wait. When you take the photos of your home, make sure you clean up first. The judge doesn't need to see your dirty socks.
Judges don't like that.
Once you take the pictures, start with the grossest picture and number it 1 on the back. Then number the rest of them in order of grossness. You may think that losing your job or some other good reason for not having the money will help you win. It won't. It's just like paying your phone bill. You have to pay it, even if you lost your job or do not have the money. If you don't pay the bill, they turn off your service. What to do when the court door opens? Tell the officer your name or show him your notice of trial. Then, sit down in the courtroom. When the judge calls your name, stand and say your name. Say your name. Do not say, "Here."
Judges don't like that.
After you say your name, sit down. Okay, let's practice.
Landlord Larry versus tenant Tom.
Here. No, no, no.
Take 2.
Landlord Larry versus tenant Tom.
Tenant Tom.
Good. Should you settle with the landlord? The landlord's attorney may come over and ask you to go into the hallway to try to settle the case. You have to go talk to them to try to work it out. But if you and the landlord cannot agree, then you do not have to settle the case. The judge will then make the decision. But if your only reason for not paying rent is that you do not have the money, or you don't have proof of the problems, you should really try to work something out. Going in front of the judge won't help. There's nothing the judge can do about you not having money Having kids? Having no place to go? Once you sign an agreement with your landlord, it's a done deal. So be sure you understand everything that it says and that everything you want is in the agreement. After you sign the agreement, you will not be able to go back to court to get more time, and the landlord is not going to give you more time. Remember though, if you have some good legal reasons, you will want to talk to the judge. You do not have to settle. How to act in court. When the judge calls your case, stand up.
Landlord Larry versus tenant Tom.
The judge will ask the landlord how long the trial will take.
How long will the trial take?
The landlord will usually say 20 minutes.
20 minutes.
But if you have a lot of things you need to show the judge, like pictures, it is very important for you to speak up now and tell the judge how long you think the trial will take. So let's practice.
How long will the trial take?
The trial will take 20 minutes.
Come on, say something. It's okay.
Hey Judge, I think the trial will take like an hour.
Okay, let's try it again. Only this time, don't use "Hey Judge."
Judges don't like that.
Whenever you want to say something to the judge, start with "Your Honor, excuse me." Now, you try it again.
Your Honor, excuse me. I think the trial will take an hour because I have photos.
Great! Here's some more tips on how to act in court. Be respectful. It's good to use "Your Honor" when speaking to the judge. Yes, Your Honor. No, Your Honor. Come on, everybody, say it with me.
Yes, Your Honor, no, Your Honor. Yes, Your Honor, no, Your Honor. Yes, Your Honor, no, Your Honor.
Okay, just the ladies. Never mind. Another tip. Do not interrupt, or roll your eyes, or shake your head.
Judges don't like that.
You will have a chance to tell your side of the story. Just listen carefully and answer the questions. Remember, the landlord's attorney is trying to win the case, so don't let him get you upset. Just answer the questions. So, be respectful, don't interrupt, listen carefully to questions. Now, let the trial begin. The landlord gets to tell his side of the story first. Remember, don't interrupt, even if you do not agree. Stay calm, don't shake your head, just listen and take notes so you won't forget what to say. After the landlord finishes, the judge may ask if you have any questions for the landlord.
Tenant Tom, do you have any questions for the landlord?
This is not the time to tell your side of the story, just to ask questions. Go ahead, try one.
Where'd you get that ugly shirt?
You need to ask important questions about the case.
I told you about my broken toilet.
No. I said a question.
You never fixed my broken toilet, did you?
Good. Tenant Tom asked a good question there. But most of the time, you shouldn't ask any questions. Wait until you get your chance to tell your side of the story.
Do you have any questions for landlord Larry?
So, what would you say?
No, Your Honor. I do not have any questions.
Your turn. Now, don't get nervous. The judge will ask if you have anything to say. Tenant Tom, what are you going to say?
Yes, Your Honor.
Then the judge will ask you to come up and sit in the witness box.
Tenant Tom, please come to the witness stand.
Remember, take your photos and your proof with you to the witness stand. Here are some tips on telling your side of the story. First, keep it simple and to the point. Now, you tell your side of the story. Simple and to the point. Okay, Tenant Tom, tell the judge your story.
Well, Your Honor, My landlord is really nosy. He's always bugging my kids. I lost my job a couple of weeks ago. I haven't been able to pay the rent. And yeah, that toilet hasn't worked in over
Whoa. Let's put the brakes on. Let's review what you've said. First, what was the main point of what you put in your answer? Let's see. Broken toilet, plaster falling off the walls, no heat, and all the other problems. Did any of you hear any of that?
No!
And what about all the other stuff that he said? The stuff about his kids and the nosy manager, blah, blah, blah.
Judges don't like that.
That's right. The judge doesn't want to hear about it. And the stuff about losing your job. Please don't tell the judge about that. There's nothing the judge can do about it. So, Tenant Tom, let's try it again.
Your Honor, the landlord has not fixed the problems in my apartment. Here are the pictures of the problems.
Good job. How to show your proof to the judge. First, show your picture to the judge and say, Your Honor, picture number 1 shows the falling plaster.
Your Honor, picture number 1 shows the falling plaster.
Then tell the judge when you took the picture.
Your Honor, I took the photos last week.
Next, tell the judge when you complained and to whom you complained.
I complained to the landlord 3 times about the falling plaster. Once last week, once in September, and once in October.
You need to tell the judge about the most recent times you complained. The judge doesn't want to hear about your complaint from 3 years ago. And finally, tell the judge how the problem affected you and your family.
I'm afraid the plaster will fall on my kids when they are in bed at night.
You need to repeat each step for each picture. After you've shown the judge all your photos, say, Your Honor, I'd like to give you my photographs as evidence.
Your Honor, I'd like to give you my photographs as evidence.
Number 1, tell the judge what the picture shows. Number 2, tell the judge when you took the picture. Number 3, tell the judge to whom and when you complained. And number 4, tell the judge how the problem affected you and your family. After you're done with your statement, then the landlord's attorney gets a chance to ask you questions about your story. Remember, stay calm, just listen and answer the questions. Next, the landlord gets a chance to respond to your story. And finally, judge's decision. The judge may make a decision right then, or he may want to think about it and mail you a copy of his decision. If the judge decides you lose, you will have about a week to move out. The sheriff will tape a notice to vacate on your door that will tell you the date you will have to be out. If you don't move out by that day, the sheriff will come and force you to move. The sheriff won't give you time to pack. If the judge decides you win, he will give you something in writing that tells you what you need to do. We've made some jokes throughout this video, but we know this is very serious. Going to court is hard, but we know you can do it!